I was working for the United Nations in Geneva, Switzerland, and I moved to Frederick about 3 years ago. I used to live in Ethiopia while I was working for the UN, and I found there was a great need because of issues of development. And I helped fund and support a school for about 16 years, and providing them with food, building school and classrooms for them. And then eventually we wanted to be able to provide sustainable development for them. And the only way to do that is through water.
The Milka Oba School in Ethiopia has a water problem. And the Ethiopian Children's Appeal Charity raised the money and drilled a well to solve that problem. Unfortunately, they tapped into a hot spring that has a number of conditioned problems that make the water undrinkable. Based on the project that my students did in the Lemelson program 3 years ago, the charity approached us to ask if we would address this challenge. What my students have done is come up with an invention around a distillation solution to make that water drinkable for the children in the school.
The team is looking at 3 or 4 different possibilities of how to solve the water problem. We realized that we wouldn't be able to solve it in one fell swoop with just one project, because eventually we hope that this water will reach about 5,000 to 7,000 people in the larger community. So first we're starting with the first step of the school, trying to help the school have access to water, and then trying to help the larger community.
One of the things that's so appealing about this experience is that it reaches beyond the curriculum. It is not just a class project. This is solving a real-world problem to a solution that doesn't exist.
Mr. Arnold and these students truly exemplify the best of Frederick County Public Schools. They are dedicated students who want to learn, want to apply what they've learned, who know how to collaborate, to work not only with each other, but to work with our entire community in order to be true global citizens.
I work on the CAD models for the design, and I also do the write-ups, the proposal part, the writing part. I think it's different from everything that I've done so far because it helps. It's a real-world problem that we're working on, and we're helping others on our way.
So my role is basically to do CAD models, mainly piping for anything that needs piping. Any other CAD model that we need, I will work on that. I learned a lot about CAD and how to actually use CAD. I've also learned a lot about teamwork. I learned a lot about Ethiopia, things that I've never even knew about before.
My role is design management, so I bring the team together and we discuss different constraints and factors that go into the design, and then we end up progressing through different evolutions of our final project. Support from the business community is going to be useful because we're going to utilize different mentors and different skill sets that we don't have right now. And it's going to help us later on in the real world when we're in search of jobs or we're looking at different firms to help us.
I've had the opportunity to talk to many business leaders and elected officials throughout the county who've also been familiar with the work that's going on at the CTC, and they're extremely excited again to see the energy and passion that our students and our faculty have for helping people in other countries, and also again the fact that it's helping our students get ready for college and for careers, so it's just an outstanding program.
The Career and Technology Center has always had the support of our business community, whether it be through partnerships or the internship and apprenticeship opportunities of our students. So for this particular project, it's not going to be any different. We always encourage our businesses to support our group, and so they're already hearing about this process and they're really rallying around us, and we're pretty confident that they're going to help propel us and push Mr. Arnold and his students forward in this endeavor.
The CTC is important to the Frederick County business community really because they're the future of our workforce. All of our businesses here indicate a need for an educated population to be tomorrow's workforce. We at the Chamber hear all the time that these companies need a talent pipeline, And so I think what CTC is really accomplishing is giving people the experience that they need to go out then and then have really great careers. For us, I think we're in a really fortunate position that the business community absolutely backs all of the efforts of Frederick County Public Schools, and we're really excited about this particular competition, and we can't wait to see how far they go.
I've traveled to these countries where water is a critical issue, and just have any idea that will help develop a filtration system to purify the water for the people is fantastic. And I'm thrilled that our kids are involved in that.
This is a unique opportunity for our students to develop a cross-cultural connection and collaborate with the students in Ethiopia. So our students are going to be participating in a letter writing partnership with those students, and hopefully really reaching across the water and developing understanding and learning from them, and vice versa.
This is an opportunity for students to become familiar with and experience invention themselves. And even beyond what they create, putting that education experience under their belt and in their minds means it's about what they will create next.
I'm really excited about our students on the Lemelson-MIT team. Their work has generated a lot of community interest, and their creativity and problem solving is truly amazing. Not only does their work inspire other students to be creative and innovative thinkers and to do their very best work, it has captured the imagination of people and leaders all around our Frederick community. The Lemelson-MIT student team demonstrates creativity, energy, and the entrepreneurial spirit that will move our country and our county forward in a positive and prosperous way.